Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another episode of Astroneer. Well, here we are on my last build. I'm on Silva, and this was in-game. I've already done everything in the game. I've unlocked all the big purples and the UFO and everything and seen the end credits. I'm still playing the game because it's a really good build. I'm sitting in front of all my resources though. This is my storage for all my resources. And as you can see, I've got 3 of these extra large platform beads, which I really like. These are really helpful because they can hold up to 10 storage. I use the medium storage, of course, which come in very handy. And as you can see, I've got 3 of these medium storage set aside for my graphite, so I can hold it's 8 per thing, so that's 24. I've got a couple of these set aside for my ammonium. Got 1 set aside for my ceramic. I got a couple set aside for my zinc, a couple for some copper. And then over here, I've got some things for my exo chips and some packagers and my RTGs and some dynamite and things like that. I ran out of space, though, so I've got some more Titanite. One of the shortcomings with this kind of system, though, is, like, for instance, I only have room for 8 irons. So if I'm building something with using a lot of iron, I have to jump in my spaceship and fly back to Glacio or Novus and pick up some more iron. Or I could use the big purples and transport their over several steps. So it doesn't hold a whole lot. So what they've done in the game, they've come with some other things you can use. So one of the things I like using as well is this medium storage silo. And this silo can hold 24 individual items. So what I can do is I can take this off, stick that right on there. So I can now, instead of holding 8, I can hold 24. So that's kind of cool. It's a little awkward trying to spin it around. You can kind of spin it to get the other side, that kind of thing. But this does help. So that's pretty helpful. What you can also do is you have some other ways of doing this. So let me show you. These are all systems I've been using because these are outgrowth of the original game when they first came out 3 years ago. Putting things out in the open like this. This is called the Large Storage Silo A, and this thing has these double. Said they have let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 of these, so you can fit a lot of these on here. You can also fit this on there, so you can suddenly get 8 times 24 items, and of course it's going to look like a giant Christmas tree. And you can fill this all up. I'm using this for my debris because there's so much debris on there. You can also get the I believe it's called the extra large storage silo, or maybe it's large storage silo B, one of those two, where it's 3 levels up. So instead of 12, you're going to have 2, 4, 6 times 4, 24 slots, double slots. So you can get a lot more stuff in there. So that's all very fun and well. I've been playing around with those. You can get a couple of these things on your spaceship. You can get your entire spaceship can be filled with these things. That's really helpful. The other thing I'll do sometimes is if I've got like this little trailer and I've got my tractor on the front, I'll just stick this on the back of the trailer. And you drive the tractor, you get this giant thing on there, and it's good for exploration. So if you're going to explore a new planet or something, I recommend this thing highly. Really helpful. All right, so this is all very fine and well, but we also need more of this because, again, I got a lot of different materials, a lot of different types of resources, and they take up a lot of space, and it's a lot of management, space management. So let me show what we can also do as an alternative. Okay, here we are on my new build. My main base is here on Calidor, and I'm in mid-game here. I've started to unlock the big purples. I got a ways to go in the game, of course, but this is my storage facility. Again, I've got the extra large platform B. Probably time for another one. I'm starting to fill up. But this is where all of my resources are. So we have these medium resource canisters, and each one of these canisters holds up to 32 resources for any individual thing. So for instance, this one is holding aluminum. As you can see at the top, it says mode holding aluminum. Status, I have 21 out of 32 slots. So in this canister, I have 21 aluminum sitting here. Now, if I was using the medium storage like for my other map, that would have been 3 of those set aside just for aluminum. Quite a few. I've got 32 out of 32 ammoniums in this one. And as you can see, that they have the symbols on here, which I don't find very helpful. But if you put your cursor on the top, you can see what the item is you've got filled up. And then if you hold it down here, you can see how many status is 9 of 32 zincs. So maybe I need some more zincs. What I've done on the top row, these are the items that are found on every planet, like aluminum, ammonium, graphite, quartz, and ceramic. And then down here, I've got the ones that are individual planets. So I've got zinc and copper, tungsten, iron, titanium. I got a couple extras I need to fill in. I've got my lithium, which I just got a bunch of, and carbon. And I'm still using some of these medium storage facilities for things like my exo chips, and I found a bunch of tethers for some reason, some dynamite and some things for my card. So you can still use those. Now these small containers, medium containers, you make on the small printer, and they cost 1 glass and 1 plastic. So you're going to need to get the atmospheric condenser in the chemistry lab before you can use these. Now, these each hold 32 items. There is a large resource canister which holds 400. So it goes from 32 to 400. Why they didn't do a mid-range between 32 and 400, I don't know, but they didn't. They're super big, obviously. You make those on the medium printer, and that costs a nanocarbon alloy, a titanium, and a glass. So that's a pricey item. That's going to cost you some quite a bit of resources to make those. I don't use these right now for resin or compound. You can, of course. Those would be because usually I always have dirt on me, soil. So I just go in here and just make whatever I need to make on my soil centrifuge. But this is a great way of containing things. Now let me show you how it works. This has 2 cycles. So if I need to get a titanium, for instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the F button, and it's going to print one up down here. When I take it and put it in here, it's going to keep printing until I stop, until I hit the disable, hit the F button, and it puts it right back in there. And if I take this and put it at the top, it sucks it right back in there and back up to 12. So that's all very fine and well. Now, here's an issue, though. If, let's say that that's not here, and let's say that that's not here, and I say, oh, I want to get a titanium. Let me click on the F button. Oops. Stop. Hit the F button again to stop it. It's going to keep filling up every available slot that's nearby. So I just wanted 1. I didn't want like 50 of them. So if these things are, let's say that these slots are open, you just want to get the one, you don't want to spill a bunch of stuff. What I will generally do is I'll take it off, hit the F button, take what I want, and then put the rest back. So it's a little awkward, but as you can see, it saves us an awful lot of space, and also you're encouraged to keep more of your resources in your inventory. So I have 32 ammoniums. That would have been 4 of the medium size. I wouldn't have enough space. I'd have like 12 of these stupid extra large platform bees, and they would fill up the entire base. It'd just be very awkward and unwieldy. The other thing is, my understanding is that your computer has a much easier time rendering these handful of canisters than all the individual little resources that were sitting on all these things. The computer has to render each one of these individual things, whereas over here, I've got hundreds of resources in here, and it just has to render these 10 items here. So it's good for your computer. It is handy. It's convenient. I just started using it this game. I said, well, I don't know about this because I can't really see what it is. But again, my cursor on top, I can see the name of it. I can see how many I have in there. So it's better than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little trickier. But anyway, it's a nice option. And also, you don't have to find yourself running back and forth to all the planets because you just can't keep so many items in one place. Now you can. So I hope that helps out. These containers are pretty handy, and good luck with them. So until next time, this is Greg29407 saying sayonara, and we will see you next time.